Happy New Year! 2024 has just ended and it is the beginning of 2025. In this video here, I'll be sharing with you the passive income that I've generated from my online hustles. In other words, this will be all the income that I have obtained from online, and it will exclude the interest from banks, dividends from stocks, and also the interest from bonds. I looked at this video here which I made a few years ago. In fact, this is the second video on my channel, and I looked at how much I made online in 2022. And I realized that there wasn't a similar video where I review how much I made online in 2023. I wanted to have a continuation, so therefore I'm going to make this video here which will basically sum up how much I made from online hustles in the year of 2024. So before I go on to talk about the income, let's take a look at how income is recognized. So I only recognize the income that goes into my bank account in the year of 2024. So it could be revenue that is generated earlier, but if the money only goes into my bank in 2024, that is recognized as income in 2024. The main reason for this is because I want to recognize the income and include all the fees as well as the exchange rate. Let me explain this further. So most of my income that is generated online are paid into my PayPal account or my Wise account, and they are typically in US dollars. So when I transfer it to my Singapore bank account, I'm subjected to the exchange rate of the platform and also the fees of the platform. So by only recognizing the income when it goes into my Singapore bank account, it gives me a true reflection of how much I actually get after deducting all these fees and taking into account these exchange rate. So with that being said, let's take a look at my income from online hustles in 2024. In total, I earned income from 5 different sources. If you have to take a look at this pie chart, it would seem like there are only 4 sources of income because the 5th income stream is so small that it is almost invisible. So instead of looking at it in a pie chart, let's look at it in terms of a bar chart. So I'm going to break down all my 5 sources of income from online side hustles here. First up, my first source of income is from Udemy. So I'm an instructor on Udemy and I earned a total of $2,438.61 in Sing dollars. So this is the amount that I transferred from PayPal to my Singapore bank account. So the total amount that I received in my Singapore bank account from PayPal due to the payment from Udemy is this amount here. I shared more in detail about my earnings from Udemy in 2024 in this video. So if you want a more detailed breakdown, do check out this video, link in description below. Okay, there is some discrepancy between the earnings in this video here and this amount here, and let me explain more. So in this video here, I basically talk about my earnings from January to December 2024, and that is based on the revenue earned, not the amount that goes into my Singapore bank account. However, for this income here, I look at it as the amount that goes into my Singapore bank account, and there's a discrepancy or there's a difference of 2 months. This is because of the 30 days refund policy of Udemy. So any sales made on Udemy will only be finalized after 30 days, which is the next month, and then Udemy will then pay me early of the next month. So any sales that is made in November 2023 will only be finalized in December 2023, and then I'll receive the payment in January. So when I talk about my income from Udemy, okay, here I'm actually referring to these payments here from January 2024 all the way to December 2024, or in other words, the sales that was made from November 2023 all the way to October 2024. So I summed up all this, and in fact, actually I did not sum up this. Instead, I actually looked at how much PayPal deposited into my bank account for all these 12 payments. The total came out to be $2,438.61. And this is my largest income for all my 5 sources of income. In fact, the rest are all negligible. Next up, my second sources of income online is from Patreon. I did set up a Patreon membership. I actually have quite a number of courses on Udemy in various niches. So for some of the niches, okay, I actually put them into the Patreon and sell them as a membership. I market it as a bonus lecture in Udemy, so I do promote it through my Udemy course. The take-up rate is really low, and this is my Patreon dashboard. I actually had a student who subscribed to my membership on Patreon for 4 months, and it gave me, after deducting for fees, it actually gave me a total of $43.96 cents USD. Patreon pays to my PayPal account, and so based on their exchange rate and also their fees, this amounts to $57.45 Sing dollars, okay, when I transfer it into my bank account. So here's my second source of income from Patreon, which gives me $57.45. Next up is my third source of income, which is Gumroad. So I do sell digital downloads as well as online courses on one of my own website, and this was a website that I made long ago, around a decade ago, and it is still getting some traffic, and some of the traffic does convert into sales. Okay, and I sell them through this Gumroad platform here. I only made a single sale from Gumroad in 2024, and that amount to $128.02 in USD. And based on PayPal's exchange rate as well as fees, the net amount that I get is $165.24 Sing dollars. So here you go, my third source of income from Gumroad. And this was also an income that I actually earned money from back in 2022. Next up, let's take a look at my fourth source of income, which is from Amazon KDP. Amazon KDP is a platform where you can self-publish print and digital books. So once you upload your manuscript onto Amazon KDP, it will be available in the Amazon marketplace, and when someone purchases the book, you will get a royalty out of it. Money that you earn from Amazon doesn't go immediately into your bank account. So for example, if the sales is made in January, then it will be finalized in February, and then Amazon will pay you at end of March. So basically, the longest time between a sales and you get the royalty is 90 days. Unlike Udemy as well as Patreon, which pays directly to my PayPal account, Amazon doesn't pay to PayPal. You do either need to have check payments or a US bank account. So that is why I set up an account with Wise, which will give me a US bank account number. Then Amazon can transfer that in to my account. My royalties received for Amazon KDP is relatively low, and my Wise account is essentially basically used to collect money from Amazon KDP. So I do not transfer them all the time. I transfer them only when I feel like it, or when I feel that the fees doesn't eat up all the royalties that I've earned. And when that happens, I'll then transfer the money to my Singapore bank account. So let me give you an example. So this is an example of a transaction or a transfer from my Wise account to my Singapore bank account. So when I earned $8.02 USD from Amazon, and it gets transferred into my Wise account, there is a Wise fees of 1.16 USD, which is relatively huge because this is a micro amount. So when the amount that you send to your bank account becomes bigger, the fees are a small percentage compared to the total amount. So because of these fees, I am only going to receive $6.86 USD. Wise does have a relatively good exchange rate compared to PayPal, and this $6.86 gives me around $9.19 Sing dollars. I added up all the money that I've received from Wise into my Singapore bank account. The total amount amounts to $57.65. Next, let's talk about my fifth income stream, which is almost invisible. This fifth source of income actually comes from Shopee affiliate. So Shopee is basically an e-commerce. It's like Amazon, but it is more common in Asia, and particularly in Singapore, I think I purchase more from Shopee than Amazon. As a Shopee affiliate, I will earn commissions when someone click on my link and do a verified purchase. I did earn 87 cents from Shopee in 2024. Here's my fifth income stream in 2024, which is from Shopee affiliate. And the grand total for all my online hustles in 2024 amounts to, drumroll please, $2,719.82. So I looked back at my 2022 online income report in this video here. This amount is way more than what I've earned in 2022, but it is a long way to go, a real income. But I'm glad that it is a pocket money. So in comparison to 2022, in 2022, I only earned around $200 plus USD, but the streams of incomes are quite different. In 2022, I shared more in this video here. I actually earned income from these three sources: Redbubble, Google AdSense, and Gumroad. So in 2024, I'm still earning money from Gumroad, but I did not earn any from Redbubble and Google AdSense. My sales or the income that I earned from Redbubble back in 2022 was actually an accidental one. I've actually uploaded some designs years back and suddenly someone purchased it, and that was just a single sale, and thereafter I did not make any sales on Redbubble. Google AdSense was something that I had been making money from every year except for this year.
Why?
So I usually get paid by Google AdSense once or twice a year, but in 2024 I did not get paid at all. In fact, the last time I received any payment from Google AdSense was in October 2023. This is because in order to receive any amount from Google AdSense, you need to meet a threshold. For me, it will be 150 Sing dollars because I'm based in Singapore. For different countries, the threshold is slightly different. Take note, this AdSense here, it is for the advertisement that is placed on website. It is not the YouTube AdSense. I am not eligible for the YouTube partner program. Okay, this is from the websites that I've created very long ago, and I would say that it is 100% passive because I have not been touching the website for a long time. Do see that the traffic has already declined quite significantly, particularly this year, and therefore I have not been paid. But going at this rate, it is likely that I will be paid by Google AdSense in 2025 because I am just $4 short to get paid.